Hey, what's up, Twitter? So this is the D word, being difficult. So let's unpack it. I mean, it is such a bullshit word, and it's caught so much traction in the industry. And show me a time when artists have been difficult ever. Where? Never. You know what I mean? Like almost never. Writers being difficult? Are you fucking kidding me? No, we're not. If anything, what we're doing is we are, not if anything, we are definitely trying to make everybody's job easier. Everybody's job easier. So let's unpack this shit. This is gonna be a fucking hell of a rant, and I don't care. You're gonna get blackballed, bro. Who cares? Fuck them. You know, this is about ethics, morals, and all of that. And they try to pin the shit on us like, you are being difficult. If you're not willing to succumb to our unethical, immoral, bullshit behavior, then you're being difficult. That's what they really mean. All right, so let's go through some shit. So, agent comes to you and says, hey, the studio would like you to do just a quick polish, real quick. It's almost nothing. And then you're like, great, what are the notes? And then, like, out the fucking door. Dude, this is 2 weeks. This is not in a fucking hour. You know, like, this is a huge fucking, this is a rewrite. This is not a fucking fine polish. What are you talking about? And then the agent's like, because they're trying to fuck with you, right? Like, you can never 100% trust your agent. They're trying to play the game, trying to, get you to fucking do some shit for free. And you're like, dude, this is 2 weeks. And they're like, can you do it in 24 hours? And just bang it out, get it back, and, whatever. And you're like, I can do it in like a week. Like, if I don't fucking sleep, if I do fucking meth, to stay awake for a fucking week straight, then maybe, I'm joking about the meth part, relax. Drink coffee and that's all you fucking do. And then they're like, how about like, 2 days, 48 hours. And then you fucking do it. You don't sleep, you fucking drink coffee, you stay awake for 2 fucking days. I've done shit like this. And then you're like, this is not going to be my best work. Like, what the fuck? And by the way, they also, and you're like, oh, am I going to get paid for this? And they're like, no, consider this, like Scott Frank said, consider this an investment in your career. How? Because then they're like, it's going to be too much trouble to like re-fuck with the deal and all of that. Just do the studio a favor. And by the way, then they'll get you on the next one, meaning the next deal. They'll be more open to, more open to making the deal or whatever, which is bullshit. That is a lie. That is a lie that agents tell you. Don't fucking believe that. It's not true. They're gonna forget. Like, by the time you come back, they're long gone on some other shit. Being difficult. What's some other ways? I've seen it on both sides, or not both sides, but I have, but writing and also composing. Like my contracts for composing, I signed off on 100% of my rights. They wanted to pay me like shit. They wanted me to fucking bust it out real quick. And the worst job I ever had was composing. I did 3 days straight, 72 hours. I did not sleep the whole fucking time to try to hit the deadline. I had 103 temperature, sick as fuck. I'm falling asleep while I'm writing, and playback, of the movie is like, I like on day 3, I was starting to hallucinate, and I fall asleep for like, doze off for like 5 seconds or 5 minutes, whatever, wake up and playback is like just running. And I'm like, oh fuck. And I'm writing. And these are the conditions I'm writing under. At this point, the music sounds like white noise. I don't know what I'm writing. I'm fucking hallucinating. I'm losing my fucking mind. I haven't eaten for 3 fucking days. All I've done, literally, is write music for 3 fucking days. And I just keep writing, and then I fucking finish it, give it to them, and they're like, whatever, it's gotta go in, because we have no time left. Because they didn't budget for the fucking time. They fucked up, not me. I didn't fuck up, they fucked up. And if I don't give them the stems, music, if I don't give them that on time, then I'm being difficult. Really, I stayed up for 3 fucking days writing that shit. And by the way, they didn't pay me fairly, unethical, and I fucking signed away 100% of my fucking rights to that. And I get 0 credit for it. It's out. The movie fucking came out. I have no credit on it. I'm being difficult because I want credit for what I created, what I fucking did. I'm being difficult, really. No, fuck that. And that word, the D word, difficult, needs to be shot out of a cannon, just straight the fuck out of the industry, because it never fucking happens. Every creative bends over backward to make everyone's job easier. That's just the way it works. And they realize that, like Metro Golden Mayer said, I believe it was him, said way back, writers are the most important people in the industry. We need to do everything in our power to make sure they never realize that. And that's what it is. And they figured out that word, difficult. Oh, great. I can drop that word whenever the fuck I want. If they're not doing exactly what I want at every moment, every step, and I don't want to pay them. We're all getting paid, but I don't want to pay them. Let's get some free shit out of them, too much work out of them. And then if they complain at all, boom, I throw out my difficult card. That is such a, I almost said a bad word. That is such a fucking, just absolutely cruel way to run the industry. And I'm never going to come off that philosophy. And people are like, you're going to get blackballed, blah, whatever. Probably, I might. I don't care. I'll fucking do something else and make more money than, being someone's doormat in Hollywood. Fuck that. At this point, fuck that. I'm a grown man at this point. I'm not going to do this shit and be a fucking doormat. I'm just not going to. I don't need it. And then people are like, why would you say that? Like, you need Hollywood. Hollywood's everything. No, I don't. I was fucking born in Hollywood. And they came in from, transplants and fucking tried to ruin my city. And let's go through some other shit as well. I get it. Like once you're up in the hills, once you're living in the bird streets and shit, and you have your house and you're looking over Hollywood and so forth, you feel like you're the fucking man, and you feel like I'm better than them. Honestly, you do. Especially if you're in the CAA world or whatever. Yeah, you do. You drive around town and you feel like I'm better than all these people. I know there's people in here that are writers industry folks and so forth, but I'm at the top, or my family is at the top of all of this, and my friends are at the top of all of this, and you get sucked into that, and it's an illusion, and it's bullshit. And for me, it took me a while to come out of that and realize, like, no, that was nonsense. Back to difficult. I know that as a writer, I'm considered difficult. Like, if any reps saw my videos or my tweets or whatever, I know they're going to see me as difficult, And I know showrunners are going to see me as difficult too. Like, they think like, this guy's going to be a handful in the room. He's not going to shut up. Not true. I've worked with showrunners before, and I let them take my show and make it their own, and I shut the fuck up and let them do it. And because I know the hierarchy. So yeah, if I'm in the room, then I'm going to shut up. Maybe I have one thing to say all day, waiting for a shot to like, they got it, everything's handled, but I have an idea that I think is probably good. Then I'll throw it in. Otherwise, I'm going to shut up. But as far as reps as well, they're going to think I'm difficult in the sense that, let's be honest, right? Like, any rep who would take me on at this point probably knows that he's seen that world for 20 years. He's seen behind the curtain, and I can't really manipulate him like that because he knows the fucking manipulation tactics, and he knows when I'm lying to him. If you're married to a CAA agent, you know when your rep is fucking lying to you. You just do. After 20 fucking years. Also, the other problem there, I get it. The other problem there is I made a bigger deal than probably any rep who's going to rep me, and so I might have some thoughts on the deal or ways to strategize about how to do it. That makes me difficult. Even though maybe I'm right, Have you done a deal like that? That difficult? Bumping it up from, let's be honest, 300,000 to 1.5 million in one day. Have you done a deal like that? If you haven't, then you might not know the difficulty of all the other shit that's coming in on that. Again, difficult, right? But yeah, like that's my thing. Like, artists aren't difficult. We are always trying to fucking help everyone. So fuck that word. Later.